Hello. Okay, so hello everybody. Hopefully you're having a good day. I have finally turned my mood around since last week and I'm doing really well today. So I debated for a while if I wanted to make this video because I really haven't touched on these type of topics in a long time. I used to make videos on my channel talking about LGBT content and stuff, and I know a lot of you guys are here because you found me through that. I'll tell you guys why I haven't really got into it, but the reason why I didn't want it to be my whole channel and focus is because it's not my whole life. I am Alanah. I like cameras. I like YouTube. I like talking about emotional dramas in my life. Yes, I'm part of the LGBT community, LGBT plus community. And yeah, I'm a lot of things. And so that's why I didn't really want to completely have my channel be about this type of topic. Recently, I decided that I wanted to talk about this because it's been very apparent that it's just been something very apparent in my life that has been kind of a motivating factor to why I do a few things that I do, and why I haven't really shared a lot about my relationships here on YouTube, on my Instagram, just in general on social media. And it's also been kind of an issue a reoccurring issue in a lot of my relationships that I've had in the past few years. So I thought it'd be something that I can share with you guys, and hopefully it can help you, or it can open up your eyes to the different types of people in the world that there are like me. I guess I'll just get started. As you guys can see from the title, this is about being bisexual and pansexual and how that has affected a lot of my relationships. I am not bisexual, I'm pansexual. I've talked about it before on my channel, but not for a really long time. If you have seen my coming out video, coming out to my dad, I said I like a girl right now, and it doesn't mean I'm a lesbian, it doesn't mean I'm bisexual. That word just doesn't fit me. And that is because I'm pansexual, and I found that out after coming out, obviously exploring different terms and what fit best for who I feel like I am. When I found this term, it was probably when I was watching a YouTube video or something like that, and it just basically means that you fall in love with a human, with the person that human is. And it doesn't matter what they identify as. It doesn't mean that I'm attracted to every single person that walks this planet. It doesn't mean I'm attracted to every single item or thing. I think that's a different thing. I think that might get confused too, but it doesn't mean that I'm attracted to everything or everyone. So the reason why this has been kind of a reoccurring issue in my life is because in relationships that I've been in, the past two relationships that I was in, I'll start with the first one. I was in a relationship with a girl, and she was really concerned with me wanting to be with guys. And then in my relationship right after that, I was with a guy, and he was really concerned with me wanting to be with girls, which I think they both didn't understand the term, and I think they both didn't understand who I was. And they tried to get to know me, they tried to get to know the term, but I think it might be really hard for somebody who isn't open to exploring their sexuality to understand. So for me, this has been a problem because it creates a lot of frustration on both ends. One person not feeling secure in the relationship, which has been the other person, and one person dealing with the backlash of the other person not feeling very secure in the relationship. And I think both times I tried my best to make the other person comfortable, and it just happened to be a really big issue over and over again. I guess I'll just describe a little bit more of the problems that I face as being a pansexual. Like I was saying earlier, people think that that means I'm attracted to every single thing that walks this planet, and that's just not true at all. I'm actually, for me personally, obviously other pansexuals or bisexuals might feel completely different, but for me personally, I am attracted to less people than the average person. I am not attracted to everything that walks. I'm attracted to a very select few people, and it has to do with with who they are as a person, how they interact with me, and just like if we bond. And for me, I bond with a lot of people as friends, but I don't bond with a lot of people in that way, in kind of like an emotional relationship or sexual way. I don't. For me, I'm actually attracted to a lot less, like a less amount of people. So the way I describe this in the past has been, say there's 20 girls and 20 guys in a room, and a guy might be attracted to like 3 of the girls, and a girl might be attracted to like 5 of the guys, or vice versa, or however many number. And when people think of me, they think that I'm attracted to all 20 of these people and all 20 of these people. When in reality, I'm attracted to like maybe one of these people and maybe one of these people, or maybe none of them. It's a little bit later, and I totally forgot to say that another problem that I face is people assuming that pansexual also somehow means polyamorous. I've had family members of the person I'm dating assume and tell the person I was dating that that probably meant that I was hooking up with other people during the span of our relationship. And that is completely false and has nothing to do with being pansexual or bisexual. Polyamory is when you basically have different relationships and you're not in a monogamous relationship, which is completely separate from the topic. So I just wanted to clarify that polyamory is completely separate from being bisexual or pansexual. And polyamory could actually be in straight couples relationships. So that really has nothing to do with this topic. And it's just like, I'm not polyamorous, I'm just pansexual. It's just been hard because I think in both relationships it's been uncomfortable for the person that I've been with, because they think that every girl in the room I'm attracted to, or every boy in the room I'm attracted to. When I am building a friendship and I am really close to somebody, that means that I'm attracted to them. And instead of getting to know and asking me, hey, are you attracted to this person? It's been a fight. It's been a fight. It's been a fight. So it's been really frustrating being in relationships with people that kind of don't understand how sexuality works. Because I've also been in relationships where a person understands, and that doesn't become an issue. There's no issue when the person understands. But yeah, I wanted to talk about it because I know it might be really hard for others out there that are in the same boat as me or have been in the same boat as me and kind of have a sexuality that not like the majority understands. It's hard, but I also don't wish I was anybody else. I'm happy to be who I am. It's only hard in relationships. I don't really get like bullied or anything for it. Hopefully I won't in this video. But yeah, I don't really talk about my sexuality a lot because I did online in the past, and it just seemed to be like the one thing that everybody wanted to know more about, instead of getting to know me as like a human being rather than a sexuality. So that's why I didn't want to talk about it a lot on my channel. And then I also don't really talk about it in my personal life because a lot of my friends and family know who I am and they completely understand me and they completely get me, so I just don't have to talk about it with them, which has been amazing. And like, I'm so lucky that I have such a supportive family and friends, so I know that I am really lucky in that way, and that's why I don't really talk about it in my personal life. But I did want to bring it up and mention it on here because in the past few relationships that I've had, it has been something that's been an ongoing issue that I've noticed, and I just thought somebody out there is probably going through the same thing. And my best advice to you is try to explain it to them in the best way that you know how. And if that person loves and cares about you and you love and care about them, then you guys are going to figure it out. And if not, then you guys can part ways and figure yourselves out on your own. And I think that's what I've learned for myself, is I have to be with someone that already going into it understands who I am and understands and accepts who I am. because the first time I was in a relationship with somebody that didn't understand and didn't accept it, and then I was going into a relationship who didn't understand but tried to accept it, and that also didn't work. And I think you have to really want to understand, and you have to really understand. Especially if someone loves you, they're going to make the effort to understand, and then they're going to actually understand, because there comes a point where making the effort to understand but still fighting with you about it is not going to work. It's not going to last, and it's not going to be okay. That's it. I also wanted to say, like, the reason why I added bisexuals into this video is because they kind of get, you know, it's a very similar situation. I'm sure everyone I dated thought I was bisexual, not pansexual, which, you know, if you just think of it very broad, it's very similar. It's almost the same thing. So, yeah. If you guys think it is the same thing, then you guys need to do some research. But it's not the exact same thing, but it is very similar, so I thought I'd bring it into this video too, because I'm sure a lot of bisexuals have to go through this same exact situation where they might be dating somebody that just doesn't understand them or doesn't accept them. And if you guys are going through this or have been through this and know of different ways to deal with it, leave it in the comments down below. And I guess I'll just talk to you guys in my next video. I say that every time. Hopefully you guys liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comments down below your experiences that you've been through. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and I'll see you guys in my next video.